I think I've just decided to stream every game I play, because why not? So, we're still at the relatively the beginning of this game. I am, what am I? Level 6. I've always been a warrior type, never a wizard type. So, where are we going? Where are we going? I still haven't figured out the way the map works here. Deliver the timetable to Giganasu at the Ulda dispatch yard. I guess red exclamation points mean that I can't do the quest yet. See, where are my arrows here? Where are you supposed to... I saw an arrow and it just disappeared. Where does this go? What's this thing? It's bizarre. Where's the dispatch yard? Oh, I see. Okay, okay. So I need to go to Central. So I'm going northeast-ish. Okay, I get it now. So here's one. I swear, I will read the story when it's important. There's a level up. I don't think I like how you don't distribute points. Am I 7 now? Yay, that means I get to equip my new weapon. Cool. Deliver Twilight pretzels to the patrols. I guess this is a main quest, so I should read these stories. Halt, sir, I'm going to have to ask you to put the pretzel on the ground and place your hands above your head. I think that's a little harsh. State your name and business. A Twilight pretzel from Papashan? By the gods, forgive me. You could say this new post has my nerves in a twist. I'm terribly sorry for all that. Yes, well, you may rest assured that the dispatch yard is safe as long as I stand watch. Please give Papashan my thanks and tell him that I only wish I could repay the favor. Okay, so I have to do that 3 times. A Twilight pretzel, my favorite. How did you know? Aww. At least some soldiers are more thankful than others. These still feel like tutorial quests to me, maybe. A Twilight pretzel. Why can't... Oh. I see. All right. Let's go back. And now maybe we can do these harder quests. No. Well, let's see what happens if we try. Not yet available. Ooh. It's a Stormblood quest. Alright. So maybe we... Okay. So that's an in-game quest. Or at least to beat this one first. Okay. I don't know where to go. I'm missing a quest hub somewhere, I'm sure. There's one, but that's a group quest. Those are jobs. Those are jobs, and I can't get that to level 10. So I need to find something to do to get me from 7 to 10. I think these are all job areas. Somewhat rough and in need of further refinement. Ah, I get it! Because gold needs to be refined. What's an Ethernet? I'll call it Ethernet. Oh, that, okay. No, I don't want to tune it. Wait, no, that you pick up the shards, you don't necessarily bind to them. There. You have Ethernet access. Quick intra-city travel. I don't think I've been into Houston Strip. Let's go there. What's this? Upper level. Okay, so these are all... Alright, so I definitely... Okay, so I definitely am done with this, basically. I don't want to go back just for a level 2 class at level 7. This game is so similar to other MMOs, but it's different too. There's nothing here either. Alright, let's just go exploring. Maybe you don't see quests on maps until you've been there? Here's one. That's a group quest. Don't want to do these fates. These are level 6. Nesting buzzards. I don't think I've been here, because I don't remember killing any nesting buzzards. Uh-oh. I haven't been here, and there's no quest to kill these things. Uh-oh. I accidentally aggroed that guy. Ah! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, got him. Phew. What are these purple ones? Okay, so now, yeah, I guess you see quests as you get closer to them. No! I didn't want to do that. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. I don't want to do this. No, I didn't. Okay, purple ones are fate. Newbie mistake. Okay, I'm just going to leave. So purple ones are fates. There we go. So I've done too many quests, it looks like. This is level 6. These are pretty rudimentary. Collect 4 bottles of coblin grease from Rusty Coblins. They're over here. So I have to go back to where that fate is. Uh-oh. He's riled, but he's laying down. So what am I supposed to do with him? There's a marker above him. Reasonable doubt. Use the power of doubt to make the workers leave. How the hell do you do that? Maybe I should have read that quest. So that's why the markers are on him. Okay. So these things, you don't want trouble with me, boy. Piss off. I thought this was a game for everyone. I'm Googling this real quick. Apparently it's a pretty common question. Target them and type doubt into the chat box. What? Wow. Okay. That's weird. I think that's the first time I've had to do a quest by using an emote before. Okay. Well, okay, I've learned something today. Get rid of you now. You silver bizarre folk are annoying and as all hells. I'll give you that. Bugger this job. Maybe he's British since it says bugger. Okay, now 2 more. This is a pretty big area for quests to be spread over. Do I have anything here? No new letters. Thanks for answering my question. I say I didn't see any icons there. Okay, nobody inside. Come on. Well, he's cute. There's 2 viewers here. I wish that I could, there's somebody else watching here. But I don't have a widget to alert me when somebody joins. I need to figure that out. No! No! I've only found half of these people. I doubt there are any up here, right? Nobody would just randomly camp at somebody's house. Okay, I thought that was good logic. Been down here. Did I miss somebody down here? Doesn't look like it. This is the guy that gave me the quest. Or girl. Oops, sorry. Where? Well, that's a nice view. I literally see nobody. Is this a player? Yeah, he's just been standing there. This is so ridiculous. I do not have the patience of Galara Dragon. She is a very patient dragon. I am not. Especially when I am struggling with directions, because I don't drive a car, and I don't drive a car for a reason. One of a few reasons. One of which is I have no idea where the heck I'm going. You'd think all the workers would hang out in the same spot. I'm getting ready to call this Twitch stream because this is boring. And I don't want to subject anybody or any good viewer, few though they may be, to such mindless, directionless running around. Four laborers who tend the derricks are taking an elongated break in the Silver Bazaar and testing Kickapoo's last nerve in the process. Chase them out of the bazaar by casting doubt. Oh, see, I could have just read the quest description. Casting doubt on the validity of their actions, the purpose of their presence, and the very nature of their existence. Jesus! I doubt that you should exist. Are you sure that you should be alive right now? Why don't you just go and kill yourself? That would be more productive than what you're doing right now. Good gracious. That's kind of dark. There has to be a lower area someplace. Okay, I know there's nothing down there. They're taking an elongated break, so they may be in places. Maybe there's a bar somewhere they're chilling at. Been in there. No, we went in this house. Oh, please tell me there's a marker on my map. There is. Oh my gosh. And it's out. Oh, wait. No. This is the other one. That's the other quest. Well, let's go do this one. At least we'll get something done. Oh. Okay, what's Magnite again? You sense an enemy nearby. Is this teaching me the combat system? Ah, and I have to kill these things too. Oh no! Oh, this is bad. Okay, I'm not using that one again. I'm used to Elder Scrolls Online, so this combat is a little different. I think it's more traditional. Because Elder Scrolls, I don't believe it does not have cooldowns. Ah! Okay, so now we finished that one off. I'm going to have to look up what all these icons mean here. My dog wants attention. She wants me to do something with her. Is it Domino? Oh. My dog. I don't know if you can see her in the camera. There's a Domino. Domino, baby Domino. Hey, Lord Root. Oh. 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 Goodness gracious. Yeah, I'm going to have to call it quit soon because I think she wants to go for a WALK. So, you do this OBS business, don't you? Don't you Twitch? You stream? Is there a widget that I can add where there's a OBS put in a chat overlay, so I can see who enters the chat? Or no, I can chat, but I can't see who enters the chat. Is there a widget that you can see if somebody joins? Like you can actually see your followers? Not really. There's a way to get a user list, but the chat never announces it. Okay, so I can get a user list though, so I can see how many people are here. Because I have to go to my Twitch channel, and it says how many viewers there is, but that's the closest I can come to see what kind of audience I have. And when I'm in game, I have no idea how many viewers I have. So sometimes I do a stream all by myself. Talk to myself. It's weird because the chat overlay... Oh, a Twitch stats widget. Okay, the chat overlay has an event box where it announces if you get followers, but why wouldn't it announce other announcements? Like... Twitch doesn't send push notifications. Yeah, but... Yeah, okay, well... There has to be an easier way. Because Cran can tell who comes to her room. Does she have a widget loaded? Oh, yeah. Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah, that makes sense. Role actions. You've learned a role action. Spells and weapon skills that are assigned to all the classes within a role. Ranged EPS healer, rather than a specific class. Role actions are learned in the same manner as class actions via leveling, but only need to be learned once to be able to use them with all participating classes within a role. I don't think she knows unless someone announces themselves. Oh, Well, no. Admiral J has a widget with the users in the chat above his window. So there must be a widget. Okay. So some people lurk, so that's fine. I just wanted to make sure. And the chat, do you know what I'm talking about when I talk about the OBS chat overlay? Have you used that? It's new, I think. I don't know if I'm entirely clear what a class role is. Rampart reduces damage taken by 20%. Oh. I use the clickable windows. I figured that was the same thing. Well, yeah, you can push a button to show and hide it, and then you can push another button to edit it and drag it around. Is that the one you use? Like you keybind it? Built into OBS. Yeah, yeah. So you take this much more seriously than I do, is what you're saying? Because I can't. No, I mean I could fit 3 monitors here, but then I wouldn't have room for anything else. Yeah, the enemy is still about. Well, there it is. What do you do again? You're a computer science guy? Is that right? Bioinformatician. I don't know. You inform people about life. I inform people about their life. That'd be an interesting job title. Professional guru. Yeah, it makes it sound a lot more important. Bioinformatician. Oh. Oh, you analyze information. Biological information. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's neat. So do you have a medical degree? Or were you the one that was getting your master's? Or is that somebody else? I get confused. I'm trying to learn all the dragons. Or at least the Cran users. PhD. Oh, right. That's right. Yeah, because we were both trying for the same thing in different fields. That's right. I remember. Well, as a peculiar pastor, right now we're not doing any visits because of COVID. So essentially, all I have to do is go and see people, hang out around town, come home, write a message, and then I can do whatever else I want during the week. So I never really understood Twitch streaming. Well, yeah, the other thing is those that do need to be visited are too sick to want visitors. So my congregation's an older congregation. So I'm going to be doing not too many weddings and probably quite a few funerals here. My church will probably age out of existence eventually. I think the average age is 60 something. Oh, no, not at all. I'm not like Cranberry. I'm a little bit more transparent with my life. Sorry if she's listening. United Methodist. Not. I'm not a super liberal United Methodist, but I'm not. I'm a liberal United Methodist, but not like if you read about the stuff in the news. Yeah, no, it's not as big of a tent as you would think because we're getting ready to split in two. And yeah, I don't know about that. Like, I'm never in favor of splits. So I've heard. I've heard the conservative faction. Yeah, well, yeah, they're not only threatened, they're going to. They're starting their own thing. And I, what we're splitting over, I'm kind of on the fence about personally, but I agree with a lot more along the lines of the more liberal side than the conservative side. I would be a lot less comfortable with the conservatives than the liberals. So yeah, the gay marriage thing. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Probably be another year or so before we make any headway on that. They've been delaying it since the 70s. I mean, what's new? Never wanted to address it. The Anglican Church has some interesting advice on that. Yeah, they did, and they went the more conservative route. And I mean, I don't need advice. I've asked for plenty of advice. I can't make up my mind. My gearing towards pastoring is being there for people, and so where I am right now, they needed a pastor, and I was like, okay. And they said we're a pretty conservative congregation, and I was like, okay, well, I'm not, but if you're okay to agree to disagree on certain issues and still be respectful and love each other and want to do ministry together, then I'm okay working here. And they said okay, which is a very rare. I'd never encountered that before, so I was happy to see that. There are a lot of Anglicans that it depends on where you're located in the Anglican Church, like what part of the country. Call them diocese or whatever region, whatever part of the country you're in. But some Anglicans are privately in favor of it, but since they take their orders, they can't do it, and they respect their orders, they respect the tradition, they respect the denomination. Methodists have reached the point where there are several people, more than a handful, that says, okay, I took my orders, but I don't give a crap, they're wrong, so I'm going to do this anyway. A strangely Catholic denomination. Well, yeah, that's why they call it Anglo-Catholic. They're related. They are related. Yep. Yep. I have nothing against Catholics. I almost converted to Catholicism. Not really, but I wanted to take what they call catechesis classes, where you learn about their doctrine and what they believe and stuff like that. But then they said, okay, well, if you take this, you have to convert. And I was like, oh, nope, not going to do that. But then one of my friends said, you should have done that. You would have had more job security. So Catholics, I agree with a lot of things Catholics do, actually. Methodists are a little bit close to Catholics, and Anglicans a little bit more so. They're in a more liberal church, but they're in a more liberal church in some ways, except for their stance on abortion and gay marriage. They will not deal with abortions. They will not even raise the question of gay marriage. They have no women in the pulpit, but socially, yes, socially and ideologically, like they encourage the the compartmentalizing of science and religion to a degree. Yeah, that's why I say most of the things they do I agree with. I don't know. I might even agree with birth control, but I don't for selfish reasons. Like their argument for it makes sense. And when I argue with somebody who's particularly super pro-life, I was like, okay, well, fine. You should just use birth control. You shouldn't use birth control then because you're preventing life. And they say, oh, that's different. I'm like, why? Why is that any different? He heard about my rock mining. So he wants some action. The goddamned hot haulers. Who do they think they are? I pay good coin to. Ah, you there. You're a pastor. I shouldn't say that word. You're one of those task-seeking adventure types, aren't you not? I mean, part of the issue is the argument is not based on scientific grounds, but on theological grounds. Yeah, yeah, and I remember when I was when I was training in seminary, we had an argument about um, evolution versus creation, and I said, Can't you just say that science speaks to physical things and the Bible speaks to theological things and then call it a day? And he was just like, yes, but then you're compartmentalizing. And I was like, yes, you're right. That's exactly what I'm doing. And I'm completely okay with that. I'm sorry that you're not. It was a priest who is thought to have invented the F word, believe it or not. Oh dear, creationists. I used to be one. I was raised very conservative, and ironically, the more I studied the Bible, the more liberal I got, which I guess is not the way it works for most people, but it does for some. I've heard that story. Priest who thought to invent the F word. I did not know that. I did not know that. Another thing that's peculiar about this pastor is my favorite comedian is George Carlin, so I love his routine on words and what they mean and where they come from and the effect they have on people. Yeah. I don't anticipate that any of my church folks would watch this, so I think we're pretty safe. Do you play this game? Do you know where the heck to go? I'm looking for these workers, and there's a huge area here. And I found 2 of 4. I do not. I have not been a huge Final Fantasy fan. I haven't either, but this game's popularity has really started to skyrocket, and friends are playing it, and my sister really likes Final Fantasy. I feel like I would have been into Final Fantasy. I think it just missed me when it came out. Well, I mean, it didn't miss me, but I first heard about it when it was Final Fantasy VII, and then I just couldn't be bothered. I have Final Fantasy 15, and that's pretty cool. It's like a mix of it's like an anime RPG, basically. It's exactly what it is. 2 major sources. Oh. Okay. You're talking about that. That's word again. Okay. That's interesting. That's interesting. I did not know that. A coded criticism of the Catholic Church. Flim Flies talks about certain improprieties that ministers have taken and where they might be headed in the Well, I had a theory about the Catholic Church controversy with priests and altar boys and stuff like that. That, well, if you take a vow of celibacy, I wonder if on one level it's, well, they don't expect me to have a kid, but they don't say anything about playing it safe with a dude. Because I don't know. I think the celibacy thing is freaking ridiculous. I don't know where they get that at all. That's the main problem. I mean, I don't have a problem. They can do what they want, but I don't. That's the one I don't understand the most. I know that you're supposed to be married to the church and have no distractions or whatever, but it just doesn't make any sense. It's not biblical in the least. The whole concept of Jewish theology was to pass on the family line. The first command in Scripture was to be fruitful and multiply, but nope. So there's another one. What happened here? Am I lagging? Oh, hand over. Well, 1,000 years isn't exactly recent. I mean, yeah, maybe the Council of Chalcedon or something. Was that in the thousands? I don't remember. But yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me. So there's another quest. Choose leather leggings. Oh yes. Okay, good. Okay. Yeah. So let's see. Control I. Oh, it's just the armory shit. Wait, no, here's the. Hi, Domino. Cran has Amber and I have Domino. When we were doing that, she was staring at the screen. She was sitting in my lap and she was staring at the screen and whining to play with the cat on the screen. It was so cute. I forgot to tell Cran that. The most common recent ancestor from Europe is my family is thought to have been a Catholic priest. Are you yourself Catholic? Oh, I picked the wrong thing. I'm an atheist and my family were Methodist. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, I told you about my atheist friend. I mean, I'm sure I know more atheists, but he's the one that's openly so. But he loves to study the Bible anyway. I think that's weird and also really cool. And he sings Christian praise songs around the house, too. Yeah, that's true. Okay, I've been here. Okay. I mean, they could be catchy, although someone going to win an award for Christian contemporary music, and I realize there's a key other than C. G, C, and D are the big, the contemporary praise keys for sure. That's true. That's true. I also write songs, and it just so happens that those keys, or at least I used to write songs, I don't really anymore, but those are the keys that fit my range. So those are the keys mostly that I sing on. Okay, so here's the lady that gave me the quest in the first place. She said, we got some workers that aren't doing their work, and they need to be motivated to just get out of here. So, okay, so I talked to her, and I found 2 of those workers. It says riled worker. And here you got this big orange area. And no markers of where these might be. I'm also a musician, but I'm fond of jazz. Oh, I love jazz too. I can't play jazz, but but I really enjoy jazz a lot. Jazz is hard. We've been down here. Been down here. Been up there. Yeah, there's strangely a lot of theory that goes, oh, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous amounts. That's not strange at all unless you consider jazz strange, which it was invented kind of just, yeah, it's kind of strange. I guess you're right. You see what I mean about I can't find these other 2 things. I have no idea. Maybe on top of this. Is there a place I can go to higher up? I saw an interesting video yesterday by Adam Neely on the tritone, and some of the stuff at Notre Dame was much more experimental. Well, yeah, I mean, I think that's one of the awesome things about jazz, is you can just be experimental with it. And people will think you're a genius anyway. Chorales that are full of really bizarre art. Yeah, yep. Oh, wait a second. I don't think I've been here. Yeah, I have. I've been there too. Yeah. Yeah. It's fucking ridiculous. But I mean, it was a different culture back then too. Like, people took their religion a lot more seriously back then. It's amazing how people that hate religion. I mean, you're not religious because of logic, but there's some people that practice religion focus on the. It seems to me that they focus on the things you shouldn't do rather than the things you should, like helping people and stuff like that, which was pretty important. The whole love your fellow man thing. Yeah, the Catholic Church. No, the Catholic Church was they did that. They did the guitars and they were the first to do. They really were the first to do the whole praise thing, or at least inspire it with contemporary music, because they would use guitars in their services. Yeah, you know a lot. I mean, it doesn't take long for people to realize how moving music is and how they can be applied to. Well, yeah, but so many of the contemporary Christian songs are just, okay, we're stuck in the '90s ballad era, and the lyrics aren't very moving. The theology is wrong. There's some good stuff out there now, but boy, it's few and far between, in my opinion. See, I still haven't found this worker, just been wandering around here. Maybe he's on the outside of the city. Like, if I go around. Nope, I don't want to join a fate. I was joking with a friend a while back that all you have to do is sprinkle "You Are Good" and you got a Christian contemporary hit. Yeah. Oh, "You Are God." There's actually a song called that. So, go figure. And then you had what my professors called the "Jesus or My Boyfriend" songs, where you're not sure if you're singing about Jesus or somebody who you're a little bit more intimate with. I want to touch you. I want to see your face. I want to know you more. Brings new meaning to the term "brides of Christ." Yep. There was this one speaker that came to my college, and so I said I went to a liberal or a conservative institution my whole life, so Christian college, Christian seminary, and they say, we need to be more intimate with Jesus. We need to make love to Jesus. And I was just like, oh, no, 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 no. No. Why would you say that to a bunch of college students? Yeah, right. I don't think they came back. Oh, that's the kind of thing that sticks with you. I never forgot about that. I have no idea. I've been wandering around here for a half hour looking for these things. You know what? Screw it. How did they not erupt into laughter? I think they were shocked. I didn't laugh. I was just like, no. I think it was even more shocking than it was humorous. Like, somebody says something and the whole room goes silent. That was the thing. This game is very inconsistent. Oh, wow. Okay. See, this is my arrow right here, where I should go. It's not very clear at all. If you have eyesight problems in this game, you're screwed. Oh, nice. I still got credit for that. Wow. Goblin muggers. I guess I never had the seminary experience, so I wouldn't know the vibe there. No, this was college. I know. Oh, been through it, probably couldn't contain. No. I'm not sure how it would have gone over in seminary. Seminary is kind of a mixed bag of people. Goblin muggers. Oh, hell. Well, I definitely wish I knew how to dodge. Oh, dang it. I unintentionally aggroed all these guys. Oh. I remember a few years ago I made a joke about Conservapedia? That's a thing? They ought to mean different things in Bible scholarship. They ought to. They ought to. They ought to, but they don't. Yeah, they ought to. Because politics and religion has become so enmeshed lately. I wish it wasn't, but oh gosh. Wow, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, unless they're talking about a newer translation of it. But I don't think that much has changed with the newer translations. They just modernize it, clean up the language a little. Well, got it. I'll be damned. The old copper lures. Never thought I'd seen those buttes again. Bloody hills. Them goblins saw to banging them up. Bah, ain't gonna be catching no fish with these. Well, he's ain't, so he's probably not Irish. They did stuff like excise pericope adultery, which in fairness has questionable origins. Well, yeah, and the whole sexual immorality thing in the New Testament is a catch-all for all different kinds of activity. And yeah, nobody really knows what it is referring to, but they think they do. So they think they do. Everybody thinks they have the right interpretation, including me. All right. Okay, this one. Yeah. Yeah. Whether or not maybe potentially he was a sexual deviant in his past. Yeah, that could be. All right. I think this is pretty good. I'm going to get off here and pay attention to my dog. But yeah, this has been. I love to, there was once a person. Let me see here. We don't want this anymore. Could you not see the camera the whole time? Oh, there it is. It's there. Whoops. Anyway, there was once a friend of mine. I was playing. Boy, I'm a big online game fan, so I'll be playing Ultima because it's nostalgic and but big online. And one of my first online games was The Matrix Online, and I was just wandering around, and let me try something. I get to be the center of attention. So I was wandering around, and my name of the ship that I was capturing was Goel, the Goel, and somebody knew somehow that that was Hebrew for redeemer, and Ishel means man of God. So I try to put Hebrew names mainly just because, as I told Cran, the only reason why I do that is not to proselytize, but the names are usually not ever taken. But anyway, he said, yeah, I was a seminary student, but I walked away from my faith and now I'm an atheist. So I met this guy online playing a game and we talked for hours. And I was just like, I never would have thought that video games would open up an opportunity to talk about theology with people that I've never met before. And so that's one cool thing about this. Sometimes people want to talk about it. That's fine. I like that. So that was fun. So that it happened again today. I think it has a lot to do with the fact that writing is very much similar. That writing? Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Well, okay, I'm going to call it a day, but I'll be back today from 5 to 7. We're going to try King's Quest 8 again. We're going to try King's Quest 8 again. We're going to try to get it working. I might try spending some time with it before I start the stream, unless people find it funny and they like to see me struggle and maybe drop an F-bomb or two on the stream trying to get it, because I have no qualms about language. None. So, which is why I'm hoping that my church folks won't really be interested in this kind of thing. They're old, so probably not. All right, to whomever, in addition to Thy Lord Root, was here, thank you for being here, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. That was really lame.